Hi, this is Melanie in Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the Telugu film hit The Second Case, starring Adivi Sesh. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. Okay, I did see the first hit movie, but to be honest with you, I did not review it and watch it again in preparation for this one, because I heard that while it's in the same universe, Adivi Sesh now is our detective, and I was like, okay, I don't really need to review. Now, there were, just letting you know, there were some ties to the previous film. If you do remember the previous film, there are little Easter eggs. It's not crucial to your enjoyment, but I was like, oh gosh, I kind of wished I'd reviewed it, because I couldn't really remember what they were pointing out and its significance in this film. I would just say, if you've watched this channel for a long time, you know I'm a huge Adivi Sesh fan. And so I was super excited that he was doing this role, and he was really the main thing getting me in the theater to see it this weekend. And he was great. He was really great. Adivi Sesh is a great actor, but also, he's possibly an even better scriptwriter. Now, this one, though, is written by director Sailesh Kolanu. I think this film is definitely for adults, and it is gruesome. I will tell you that the ending confrontation between Adivi Sesh and the killer involved a chainsaw, and I was going like this in the theater, like looking between my fingers, like it got really gruesome. It's about a serial killer. Okay, so you did not bring your 2-year-old to this movie. Oh my God, it's really gruesome. But big plus for me is that because this, I don't remember what the rating is for adults in India, but because it is, for adults above, age 18 or whatever, the love montage song, it not only involved kissing, but okay, I'm not going to go into it, but basically I was like, oh yeah, it was awesome. Okay, so his girlfriend, Adivi Sesh's detective's girlfriend in this film, is played by Meenakshi Chaudhary. I loved her character. I loved that they were living together before they got married. I have one, with any of these, there's always the girlfriend or their wife is in peril, right? Okay. But I did take quibble with the fact that he was so overprotective of her that he didn't let her know she was in danger. And I'm like, okay, this is one quibble. I'm like, come on, she's an adult. She's not a child. So rant over. And also, I will say that once the reveal of who the serial killer is, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but let me just say that when early in the investigation, there was what seemed to be a very minor character played by an actor that I was easily recognizable to me. Again, I'm not going to say who it is or what. I was like, male or female, I'm not going to give anything away. I was like, I wonder if that's a cameo as a favor to the director, because that seems to be kind of a small role for that person. Yeah. So, other than that, it wasn't necessarily the kind of film where you are 5 steps ahead of, the detective, and you really, who the killer is. Like, you really don't know. I think they kind of keep some crucial clues back until the very end, but it was really a taut thriller throughout. Had some great chase sequences and action, and like I said, it's a lot of gore for me. I'm like, oh my God, that ending scene, oh my God. But it is one of the most intense films that I have seen this year, so highly recommend. But again, do not bring your toddler to this movie. Oh my God, it's gruesome. Okay, but just know what you're going in for. But if you want serious adult entertainment, a serious serial killer, procedural, great detective, mystery story, this is it. At the beginning, they had Nani was in the credits as one of the producers of this film. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I guess I'm giving, if you don't want a spoiler on who is going to be part 3, but here I'm putting this out after the weekend is over. I'm sure you've already been spoiled on this. But at the end of the film, we find out that there is going to be a third film made in this universe, this HIT universe. And Nani is going to be playing our next detective. And I'm in my theater with only one other person in it. I'm like, whoop! And then they start describing his character, and I'm like, oh, man. So, yeah, I thought this one was intense. It sounds like the next one will be even more intense. So, fun scene at the end between Nani and Adivi Sesh as the baton is passed. There's also Ramesh playing the supervisor of Adivi Sesh, and there's conflict there. One thing that was interesting about the film is I was rolling my eyes at the beginning because it definitely seemed like, okay, this is a cop movie. We're going to be all misogynistic, and, you know, he won't work with, Adivi Sesh's character won't work with this woman cop because he says she's manipulative, and then, you know, then a police encounter is going to happen, killing off somebody to appease the public. And I'm like, but then they're saying something interesting later in the film about those things. The female cop shows that she was a few steps ahead of even Adivi Sesh, and also they are making a statement about police encounters, and that, you know, they're not just saying, oh yeah, this is the greatest thing ever, because something comes to light, and then it would just put everything way behind if they did that. So they're making a statement about it, and so I did think that was interesting. You know, in just this, you know, serial killer kind of film, they're making some statements. And so what I was thinking in the beginning was kind of proven differently by the end of the film. So, all right, let me know if you've had a chance to see this film, what you thought, how sexy Adivi Sesh were if you're one of my female viewers. Like, oh my God. And, oh yeah. What's your favorite Adivi Sesh movie? I would have to go back to Gurachari. Because to me, it's all wrapped up, not only his performance, but the fact that he wrote the script, like, you know, that one is still my favorite, but it's always a delight for me when I get to see Adivi Sesh on screen. All right, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at PardesiYT, as long as Twitter is still around. Follow me on Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell here, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.